to Not Safe for Work Magic. I'm Gravity Groove, your host, your autistic alien, your auteur, your pilot, your sage on this journey. So unfortunately, I just recorded an entire hour of Mono Black Obosh, and then went to check the recording, and there was no audio. There was no audio. There was no audio. Yeah, so being that I just played that, we're going to try Jeskai Aggro now. Basically, I'm trying to find a few aggro decks in this dog shit format that are reasonable to play, because being stuck in mirror hell just does not sound like a fun way to play Magic, and being that the format is already like almost at its absolute worst in terms of power level, we need to find something that either ends these quickly in our favor or against our favor. Like, let's just get the pain over with. Rather reassuringly. And I don't know if y'all follow social medias or what social medias you do follow, but I am on Twitter. You can follow me there if you're at all interested. And I love that every few days I'll see another pro that I follow, or another pro that's just like a recommended to me, that's like breaking over how fucking shitty this format is. They're like starting to lose their minds. And the funnier part still, other than that, which is very gratifying, is when Wizard employees are out there complaining, oh, I think it's really insensitive when people who play Magic are saying they should fire Wizard employees, they should fire the R&D staff, because those are some of my friends, and, we're just doing our jobs. Yeah, you should never say just doing my job, because that's famously a thing that Nazis said. That's just, take that to heart. Not to make that illusion. These things are not equivalent, but just don't use that phraseology. It's got bad history. But no, if you fuck up your job, if you're poor at your job, any other person would be fired. I don't give a shit what special snowflake bullshit you think applies to you. I don't care if you fucking work for any goddamn company in the universe. If you do poorly at your job, and your job is to make a balanced, interactive, fun format, I think your job probably is just to make as much fucking money as you can for Hasbro and make as many push mythics as you can to then later ban out of the format after you've soaked everyone's fucking money. That's probably what it is. But if you're bad at your job, you should be fired. Okay? Deal with it. That's the reality. And if you're complaining about people complaining about you not doing your job, give me a fucking break. Go Karen somewhere else. I don't buy it. I don't have any sympathy for you and your bullshit. You fucked up. You fucked up the format. Wizards hasn't said shit. It's been week after week after week after fucking week, and you're complaining about us complaining? It's because they haven't addressed a single goddamn complaint. They haven't fucking said anything. They haven't said word one on what they're going to do to fix this shit. Nothing. So I don't want to fucking hear it. In the meantime, we're going to try to play this aggro deck. It's probably going to be bad, because you can't beat anything in this format. There's no aggro that's good enough, and mid-range has been totally pushed out. It's just combo control, combo control, combo control, combo control, combo control, combo control, combo control. Those are your options. Pick one. We're going to try this. It's going to train wreck. This deck is very similar to the old Feather decks. This was something I saw played mostly card for card on a Jeff Hoogland's stream. I have replaced two, I believe, Chimera. What the hell are they? Chimera. Yes, Mischievous Chimeras for two Robber of the Rich. I only have two Robber of the Rich. I don't know if this is better. It's evasive. It scries pretty aggressively, and deals a little damage. But I like that this is hasted and is a real card. Like there are situations where Robber of the Rich just gets real value. Sometimes not. It's not evasive, which is a very definite concern. So we're going to try it this way and see how it feels. We also cut one land. I believe he was running 23 land. and we cut down to 22. We put in the 4th opt. He was running 3 opt and 23 lands. Sideboard. Sideboard is, he had Hushbringers here. We don't have Hushbringers. I don't know if Hushbringers are worth crafting, but I only got 1 of them. I don't have enough from our playset, so I just ran 2 Strokes and 2 Fries here. And we have Apostle for various graveyard shenanigans, Shock for other aggro decks, and Light of Hope for various enchantments. Obviously, the game plan here is to stick a threat early and hope we can protect it and ride that to victory. So there are going to be probably some wrong half problems that happen with this deck, which I'm not looking forward to. So let's give it a shot. For those curious, so protein bar. I love these things. They taste good. They don't have a lot of sugar in them. They're cheap. And this is interesting. I don't think I've played anything against anything with this. This companion is the primary companion. I think we keep this because we have 2 Scribes to potentially find our red source. We do have a threat and we do have a protection spell, so this is generally the kind of hand we're looking for, but being a 3-color aggro deck is not without pain. Opt gives us looks too. Do we keep Opt? I think we keep Opt. And we play this. We Opt. See if we can find our red source. That's our red source. I wish we had done that first. And we play this. So we're definitely behind where we want to be in terms of speed here. Huh. I don't think this is worth saving, is it? Cool. Is there a single deck in the format that isn't running Fires of Invention? This is his companion and Fires of Invention. Okay. Sure. This fucking game, man.
are for push snobs. Let's just fight. When I'm finished here, there'll be nothing left but dust.
So let's see here. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite, not quite. We can cast this, give this protection.
I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you.
Sure.
I will let cities encroach on the wilds no longer.
Okay.
Diversity is our greatest
So
strength.
you have 5 mana to fetch something if you want. I don't know that it matters. Okay, so he's dead. It's an interesting way to get around fires. Yeah. Okay. Slow deck. Lots of dirtles. No targets for Fry. Light of Hope because they're a fires deck, I guess. We can cut an Opt, cut a Defiant Strike. I'll cut the Disputes. Huh. Well, we've got this on 2, this on 3. So now we can... Fuck. Well, now we can.
Nothing like a bit of violence now and then. That's the
Okay.
sound of a stampede coming straight at ya. They can only punish you if they catch you.
Fires of Invention on 4. No, on 3. Cool. This is what every deck is now, huh?
What? You expect me to tuck my tail between my legs?
We don't have any protection, but we have to... Oh. Okay. So we have to bluff it. Apparently he wasn't having it. Alright. That was surprising. Let's see what happens when we play a tier deck, though.
Take your marks. Set.
Huh. Lurrus of the Dream Den. So this is probably the cat oven deck. I don't think this hand is good for that. Better. Pitch the Dispute. Seems reasonable. I mean, it could also be a mirror. We don't know. Oh. Oh, it's a cycling deck. Sure, sure. Probably dead to the cycling deck with Fox on 1. Don't think we can race it. Fox on 1, of course, their best draw. And every single time I've played them, they have it. Because life is pain, kids. So now all they need is land and Zenith, and we're dead. That'll do it. We can't ever beat the Flourishing Fox on 1, as I said, so we'll just move on. Definitely not the matchup we're looking for. Wonder if we want the Apostles. If we would have been able to cast that Staggering Insight and start gaining life, we might have had a chance there for racing, but I kind of get now why there were Chimeras in here. Putting Staggering on a ground-based attacker, I mean, in a deck with like no removal, what does it do? I think we're going to go back and put the Chimeras back in. You know how this format makes me feel. Or, you know, like this. Yeah. If we could just drop a bomb on it, that would be great. Apparently our opponent has to take a short time out to masturbate. So in the meantime, nice long intermission. And we're back here on Not Safe for Work Magic, filmed in front of a live studio audience. Calm down. Calm down back there. The old 800 lander. We'll throw that away. This looks decent. I think we chuck Life's Bounty here? Yeah, let's chuck Life's Bounty. Robber on 2, or Robber on 3. I don't think we want it. Now that we have the Life's Bounty, or the 10th District, rather. Yep. Never not have it. Never not have it. Isn't it great to be lucky? It must be great to be lucky. We only have 1 white mana, so we're kind of hosed on that front. Really need a staggering insight here. Yeah. Just a bad matchup. And Flourishing Fox on 1. Let's try again. We could... Is there anything we could do in the sideboard to hedge against that matchup? I don't think there is. We don't have blacks. We don't have just solid 2-mana kill spells for stuff like that. I guess we could have a couple glass caskets in the sideboard. I guess we could have brought in Fry, huh? That was an oversight. It's a white creature? Yeah. Should have just brought in Fry. That's dumb. I'm dumb. It's my second time playing the deck. Leave me alone. That's great. I think we're in for opt. Well, of all the things that could have happened, that is not the one I expected would happen. Okay. Sacrifice 2 humans. So we just go like this, like this, like this. Yeah. More white mana. This. Cool. That worked. That's what's supposed to happen. So, white-black humans. White-black humans. They're basically looking to set up the indestructible board. We have Fry kills most of them. Shock kills some of them. Let's trim some stuff here. Well, they're Esper humans. So we'll trim a few things. Bring in a couple Fries. Bring in some Apostles. Bring in a Shock. Are the humans that died of shock? They could be hero. They could be Esper hero. Let's assume they're Esper hero then. Suppose we'll find out. Oh, damn it. I forgot to change the robber into a chimera. Yep. Kind of what we thought. Fairy, huh?
If you show remorse, I'll show. Don't worry.
Okay.
I got this.
We can Spirit Dragon, opt, knock him down to 3, or we can just do this. Yeah, this is fine.
Time for plan B. I've got it. I am not going to sit this one out.
Can't play any games without seeing Fairy, huh?
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. I'm getting too old for this.
You shut the fuck up, Fairy.
I've got time. You should
Okay,
fear those
suddenly it's
old
Planeswalker deck?
darkness. Embrace
That's extremely
the
problematic for us.
blast.
Let's kill these two assholes.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Let's see if we have like Shatter or Kaius here. That kills us. Yep.
I demand servitude.
So they don't have a sweeper. They don't really give a shit about this. Doing it. Okay, so don't think we need that. Cool. Annoying.
I know 88 ways to defeat. Keep an open mind.
So
Still have much to learn.
still have staggering insight. Well, that sucks a bucket of dicks.
If I were you, I'd just get out of my way.
That's probably
You're a
game.
lousy servant. I'll find a use for you later.
Did not expect to see Liliana. Did not expect to see Liliana. Okay, so the cards we want to stop are Sorin and Liliana. So Stroke seems like a better choice than Dispute. This does not seem like it did much of anything. I'll be better off just leaving the Robber of the Rich in there. try like that. It's all luck of the draw, though. So what you're seeing illustrated here is why aggro decks aren't good enough. We had the better pressure-based strategy here, but our 2-drop was met with his 2-drop. We answered it. Our next play was bounced, tempoed by his Teferi, which he gets to draw a card and fuck up our tempo. Then you got to play Sorin, plays 2-drop again, plays 2-drop again, so Sorin generated a 3-for-1. And how are we supposed to keep up with that with our cards that go 1-for-1? How exactly? So here we've got Sprite Dragon, Fry, Disdainful Stroke. And without a white mana, we're looking kind of rough. If we get a Plains in the first couple turns, this isn't bad, but I think we have to mulligan. This is a better hand. I think we cut the fight as one here. It's more important to be able to fry their hero on 2, I think. We're just going to have to hope that the dragon can do some work. That's a good pickup. Kills this, we're kind of locked into just Lurrus and nothing. Yep, and now we have nothing to get back because all of his removal is exile. The Decree and Dire Tactics, both just exile-based removal. So, alright. Dire Tactics. Isn't Magic fun, chat? Isn't it fun to play this game? Boy, howdy, are we having a lot of fun. Yep.
Right on schedule. Here goes nothing. This is hardly my worst defeat.
Basically already at Liliana mana here. Now we don't get to draw cards.
Meditate and prepare.
This is incredibly frustrating.
So much commotion. I shall miss your company.
We name white this time so that if he had Devout Decree, he has to wait until next turn. Oops, undo. Okay. still potentially have him dead next turn. So this makes our dude a 7 power. This makes him 8. Shit. We need this to draw us a spell. Damn it. It started out looking like a humans deck and ended up being just Esper, Dreamtrawler, Liliana. Asshole. I play against someone playing some normal, please. I haven't played against a single Yorion deck since I started playing this. As much as I appreciate how the algorithm just like constantly tries to match you with your worst fucking matchup, can you just please give me the normal decks for the purposes of this video? I need to know how it works. No, of course. Here's Obosh. So we're probably losing the aggro race because we're the less consistent deck here. Probably don't want two of these. Whisper Squad, please. Well, there goes fight as one. Yeah. We have this deck built, and we know we're going to lose. Their damage is just much more efficient than ours, and we can't block for shit. And we're getting every unfavorable matchup we can while we're trying to test this deck. It is infuriating. Yep. You're not supposed to run Shadow Spear main. Shadow Spear is a sideboard card. problem I'm noticing here is because we're a tier 2 deck and we're facing up against a lot of other tier 2 decks, we're not getting the optimal games and play patterns out of our strategy. We're running into a lot of jank, which this deck is not designed for. If we're going to be playing against jank, you should be playing tier 1 to punish it. But because the second we play a Yorion deck, and I mean the second, we're going to be facing Yorion and in for a 50-minute game 1. I fucking guarantee it. Because that's the way this client works. It doesn't actually randomly match you up. It seems to be choosing based on rares, mythics, some other fucking hidden MMRs or something, how to match you up. So when I play aggro, I inevitably face aggro. God, these draws are just terrible. Yeah. Can't do anything about that. These draws were death sentence. Two 7-card hand, no threats. Yep. Three Knight of the Ebon Legion. Jesus fucking Christ. Can you draw some fucking land, you piece of shit? Sure. Yep. 100% to lose that matchup. Not winnable. We can destroy any of the large creatures. 100% to lose. You just can't really destroy the big creatures outside of black. We're going to call it there. I'm pretty unsatisfied with this as an overall deck. The meta is still apparently too in flux in terms of people playing bad decks and tier 2 decks. And until it absolutely crystallizes, or we can work our way up to the lower rank by playing tier 1, we're not going to get good performance out of this because it's a meta deck and we're not facing the correct matchups. So we're going to change the Chimeras right now, because I do think the Chimeras are going to be better cards in this. But overall, can't recommend this one. If your local meta is all 80-card decks, this seems like a decent way to pressure them out. But if it's more diverse, which we're facing just random aggro every other match, then it's just a weaker aggro deck. It's too dependent on getting its combo on, and we faced multiple matchups where our Mystic Disputes literally never mattered. So, don't play this in lower rankings. It's going to be a garbage fire. My name is Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. I hope you've enjoyed some of the stuff you've seen today. I hope it's given you some ideas, and that, you know, it makes you interested in trying to slog through this pile of shit that is constructed at the moment. But don't let them get away with it. You know, this is their fault. They created this fucking mess because they did it for money. That's their sole motivation. As I noted when I went through in my pack opening video from a couple days ago, all the cards you really want to play with and all the cards that decks are built around are fucking mythics. Like every single one of them. Like Winona, the mutate creatures, like all the shit you really want, that you really want to build around in the new set is a fucking mythic, and it's not an accident. It's just not an accident. Luca, the Moth, this fucking human, this thing for the card draw decks, the Fiend Artisan for future strategies, Winona, the mutate creatures, Narset, like all the cards you want to build around are mythic fucking 4-ofs. They're not 1-ofs, they're fucking 4-ofs. And that's not an accident. They're trying to soak you of as much money as they can all the time. And because of that ethos, that's how we got to this shitty condition. That's how we got to the shitty state of the game, because all they're doing is trying to profit off of you. And eventually they're going to have to ban these cards. And if they fucking don't, they're just going to continue to hemorrhage players. If all you want for your product is for it to be fucking grinders, by all means, continue to let it be this. Because the only ones who will keep playing this are people who have to, are people you fucking pay to, are people in your MPL where you're paying $75K a year. Those people will keep playing. We won't. Pull your head out of your fucking ass. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. I think I made that abundantly clear with that tirade. Later.